I'm gonna let you start this one.
Hi. Quiet on set, by the way.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Hi. We just watched A24's Under the Skin. And personally, I thought it was good.
Yeah, same.
Okay, how about this? How about you give it like a word? Okay, so I'm saying it was good.
I would have to say it was swell.
All right. Okay. So,
Solid. It was solid.
okay, it was solid. Yeah. It was okay. It was good. The reason I'm giving it a good score, just saying it was good, was because I did feel like there were some things that dragged and that it wasn't a just completely perfect movie. Most notably, there are a lot of scenes that are just pretty much silence. It's just silent. There's not any music and there's not really any noise.
In the silent scenes?
Yeah.
Well,
I didn't really. Those scenes really dragged out, and I was really just kind of out of it, and I really wasn't involved in anything, and I didn't really get a sense of involvement. It was just kind of nothing.
I don't have a problem with the silent scenes just because I feel like Scarlett Johansson's character in the movie, spoiler alert, she's a robot. She was observing everybody, so and you kind of like saw how she was acting in the movie. She didn't emote, she didn't really express anything unless she was like trying to get a dude to like go back to the crib so she could like, well, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, all the silent scenes where it would just like show people just like walking around or show the scenery and stuff like that. I interpreted it as her just observing and trying to learn about human like day-to-day lives or existence, as they say.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, but for me personally, it just kind of was blah in those scenes. But you know, I gotta say, any movie where Scarlett Johansson is naked for any moment in time, I gotta give it a good review.
I didn't even notice the nudity. I only watched the movie for the story, so I might need to rewatch it. You know.
I mean, I don't want to sound like a dick or anything, or what's it called?
Too late.
How could this happen to me? I made my mistakes, got nowhere to run.
Moving on. I think I really liked just. For me, it was pretty easy to understand. I mean, granted, you could be watching it and just be like, "What the hell's going on?" But
yeah, I think it's a movie that could have like several different interpretations of it.
They kind of easily explain everything as best as they can.
Yeah, and they did it visually. That's one of the things I liked about it. They did it visually. They didn't like really tell us anything. It was all through like
just showing it instead of saying it, and showing it is
exactly. Showing it is great, especially when it's in a movie. You know what I mean?
It's a lot. Yeah.
It was just. Yes. If I had to, in one word, like you said earlier, yes, that would be the one word.
Just yes.
Honorary mentions are swell and solid.
I do gotta say, swell was my favorite. I think I might take mine back and take.
Hey man,
or
take
swell.
it. That's what I'm here for.
So I'll take the swell.
The solid vocabulary.
But other than that, really, the filmmaking aspect of the movie was really creative and well done. I liked the one moment that sticks out to me right now is filming the motorcycle guy in the very beginning when he was like riding on the streets. It was like it was a really creative way of doing it. Other people would have just like filmed it and just be like, okay, ride the motorcycle, just go as far as you can, just go.
Yeah.
Go on the motorcycle.
Not much creativity
We'll be
being
here.
put into it.
No, and like this one, they put the camera like right on the on the motorcycle and filmed him as the camera was stable and then everything else is moving, and I love those shots. And
Yeah, it was
yeah,
dope.
it was that was really that's sticking out to me right now.
The musical score was phenomenal.
First though, I think we do need to say some spoilers.
She
I mean,
dies. She dies at the end.
Boo! You suck!
Oh, she actually does die.
Wow.
Anyway,
She dies
she dies.
at the end. Yeah, I'm not sure totally what that meant. She did die in the forest, and the forest is nature. So did she? Well, they sound like she died basically becoming more human than she was at the beginning of the movie. Like maybe that was her character arc, because the movie itself it dealt a lot with sex, and there was once like the character, she was kind of using like sex as a weapon to kind of lure men into the abyss, it seemed like, because it was just never-ending darkness, and she
Yeah.
would kind of
But what he,
disrobe,
I
and
think
then they would disrobe, and then they would get sucked in, and then the skin would get sucked off of their bodies.
For
She
later
was sucking
purposes.
them off for later purposes. Yes,
no, she wasn't sucking them off for later purposes.
the skin wasn't getting sucked off.
No, you're saying sucking off is a. Anyway,
She was sucking off the skins, man.
she wasn't doing that. The house was doing that.
all kinds. Was it actually? Oh yeah.
Yeah, the place that they were in. The
Was it a house or was it just like
well, the entrance was at
Maybe.
during that in the house.
interesting? I wonder if that was like a metaphor though, because it was just like the darkness, and then they were like sinking in. But when they were sinking into it, they were acting as if they didn't know that they were like sinking into it. And then it cut to the one dude kind of underneath everything, and he was kind of like, "Wait, what?"
That's a good question.
What's
Uh,
going
like,
on in
what-
here?
What is
And then the other
like
dude,
why are they not realizing what's going on?
yeah, because I do think it was. I don't think they were like literally sinking and stuff like that. I think it was a metaphor. It was like metaphorical or something like that. Because
Well, then is it metaphorical that the skin is being ripped off of them?
no, man, it was getting sucked off, man.
But
Telling
is
you.
that metaphorical?
No, I think they literally had the skin sucked off. Because remember at the beginning.
And then how is it metaphorical about them getting into that place? How would that be metaphorical if the process of them getting their skin sucked off isn't metaphorical?
She lures them in, and they don't realize that they're in danger until it's too late, and then they literally get their skin sucked off. And then there was like that, like tube or that kind of like.
I didn't understand that.
I think that was just like the parts of their body that wasn't the skin that they needed, and then that was just being disposed of because they didn't need it.
Okay. Okay.
And
Back to dying in the forest.
mhm.
I think that's because, spoiler, she's an alien.
Mhm.
She is not a part of Earth's nature. But then, as she's here, then yeah, she is a part of... Because humans are a part of nature, so...
It's a naturally
So-
occurring.
And death is a
Process.
part of nature.
It's a natural thing.
It's a natural
Exactamundo.
thing.
Yeah, that was
And when
kind
you-
of
Yeah.
that was her character. She started off very, as you said, alien, and then he said that. Addison said that. Addison Miller, the movie review killer.
First one to say that.
And then I think I mentioned earlier that she would kind of use like her own sexuality as a weapon. What's up?
I did something bad. Anyway, continue.
She would use like her sexuality as a weapon, and then that was the whole they were sinking into the ground and they're like not realizing it. And then there was like this one scene she actually started to actually have sex with this one dude. I don't know who the dude was.
But this wasn't a guy. This was later.
Yeah, this was
We
later
have
on
to talk
in the
about
movie.
Elephant Man. He was the one that made her kind of rethink everything, or at least it was the one that made it clear that she was kind of becoming human and becoming.
Yeah, why do you think it was actually him?
Because she was.
Why do you think?
Got it.
Why do you think he?
Because he didn't have friends. He was alone and couldn't really
connect with others
because he was somewhat. I think they and him, the Scarlett Johansson and his character related on a level of being outcasts and not kind of knowing what being a normal human being is.
I could see that. That makes sense.
Because he doesn't have friends because of his face and
His
just
physical appearance,
and so he's not normal and he's not like everyone else. She's an alien and not like everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
So then she kind of related to him, and then didn't want to do the thing with the
What's
tar.
the thing? Ah, yes.
The sinking thing
Yes.
in the skin. She didn't want that to happen to him.
The sunken place. So she let him free.
Mm-hmm.
Butt ass naked in the wild, man.
Yeah.
Good for him, though. Actually, no, because he did end up getting killed, too.
He did get
stuffed in the trunk. Damn, he was so close.
You know what? Okay, when that happened, when he got killed and stuffed in the trunk, and that one woman in the other building noticed it, and the motorcycle guy saw that, he didn't do anything.
He probably came back and just killed her.
Probably. That's not.
That's true. Actually, maybe
you need to know.
The motorcycle guy most likely was an alien, so when he like saw her, he's probably like, "This is not important. Next time she sees me, I might not even be under this skin." But yeah, it's probably like I just have a bigger mission than worrying about this one lady.
I guess so, yeah. Oh. Rape.
Yeah, Scarlett Johansson's character almost got raped in this film, and then he was...
So the guy was trying to do the rapings.
He was almost successful, and then he
kind of ripped her skin off.
Yeah. And then he saw that, like, whoa, she's black.
And then he
lit her on fire. And she died. It's interesting, when she was, like, burning in the ground, like, it didn't look like it was like a body burning. It looked like, because you said it looked like a campfire at first, so, like, I'm wondering, like,
yeah,
maybe because she's an alien, like, maybe her body, like, decomposes a little bit differently than that of a human being, yeah.
Well, I mean, who's to say? We don't know.
Yeah, that's why I said maybe.
Maybe.
Because who knows? I don't know. Do you know?
Nope.
I don't know if you know. I know that you may or may not know.
I don't know.
Who's to say? Yeah, there was this part. She was using sex as a weapon, basically, and then there was like the whole part. She met that other dude like more towards the end, and then it was getting like kind of hot and heavy with them, and then they like started to. I think he did penetrate. Pardon my frank language.
He did do the penetration, and it freaked her out because she's like, "Ew, that's what sex is."
Oh. Yeah, I think she was starting to get like physically aroused, and because she was like an alien, she didn't like totally like understand the whole like human anatomy. It probably like freaked her out because she like had like the light bulb. She's like, "What is this?" She's
it's probably a hole.
I think she was dripping down there, man. I think she was dripping like a dam.
Wait a minute, though. She doesn't have a vagina.
Yeah, she does, because how else would he have been able to penetrate?
He didn't. That's probably what it was.
He started to penetrate.
I mean,
the whole part where like he was like on top of her, and then like his hand was like back here, and he's like.
But it's just the skin.
Yeah. He was under the skin. He got in the walls, man.
I don't know if he did, and maybe.
I guarantee it. Listen, after this video.
No,
I'll
I
watch
got
that
it.
entire
I
movie,
got
man.
it. I understand. Ow! Fuck.
Oh, man.
He ripped her.
Oh
He
my
ripped
god.
the skin.
She ripped her a new one.
And she was like, "Oh fuck!" And then she looked and she was like making sure
Maybe
nothing was exposed.
that might have been the first time she was like
Wait,
penetrated. So
Well, it
she was like,
was.
"Whoa, I've never physically felt this before." And it seemed like she was kind of getting into
well, no, but
it.
she couldn't have because it was just a costume. It wasn't. She wasn't legitimately like turned into a human being.
I'm not saying she
was
was turned into a
wearing-
human being. I'm saying because
So I don't. But we don't know if the alien species has the same sort of anatomy as
I
a human being,
think
and
it's
if they work the same way.
I think it's likely that it is a lot similar because even underneath the skin, she was still humanoid, so she probably did have like a vagina and some breasts
She did have
and some
breasts.
buttocks.
She did have buttocks.
She had like a face, eyes, a mouth, a nose, ears, no hair, limbs and stuff. I think it's safe to assume she probably had a vagina under the skin.
Would you say it's safe to assume that when he was trying to do the penetration, he ripped the skin?
Maybe, because I don't think the other guys got up in there.
Well, no, they didn't.
Maybe he didn't rip it. Maybe he just stretched it out.
And she was like, that's probably what she was scared about.
Yeah, she's like, damn, what if my husband sees this?
Basically, I think that the movie was good. I think it was swell. I think it was good.
Scale of 1 to 10?
7. 7 out of 10.
I'd give it a 8.1 out of 10. Yep.